Hello. Oh, been a little while. But you know, new Evercade carts, new video. Uh, Hopefully I'll have something else to do. I'm thinking about doing some Hitman. I mean, I've actually played with the idea of making a Twitch account. Again, not for money, just for fun. But I don't really have the rig for that kind of setup. So I don't know. But let's look at these. That's why I'm here today. We've got Roguecraft DX. This is a full fat version of a mini game that exists on as a bonus, a freebie that you can unlock with a code on your Evercade VS. And single game cart. Some people might go, one game? Why should I pay 20 quid for one game? How many games have I paid more than 20 quid for? A lot. Is this one going to have a lot of playability in it? Hey, you're going to find out. It's procedurally generated, dungeon crawling stuff. So, could be fun. I thought the freebie version was decent enough. This seems a little more detailed. It's got a history of the game and the booklet, keys to pickups, the monster gallery, what's new in this version of the game, developer commentary, artist commentary, musician commentary, sound designer commentary. So, pretty cool. And what do we got? The Evercade Free Wallpapers card, which they seem to be including with everything now, but also, always nice to see, a poster. Ooh. Okay. It's double-sided, both sides the same. But neat. Oh wait, no. One side has scan lines. Aha! So you can, if you actually hang these things up on your wall, then you have a choice of retro scanline edition or original art. Neat. And of course the other one is the one that I'm possibly more excited about, although I'm not sure why, because I already have a lot of these games on my PS5 thanks to Arcade Archive from Hamster. And my plastic is a little bit wrinkled. But Neo Geo Arcade Collection 1. 6 Neo Geo titles. Goodness gracious. What do we got? The ever-present... Oh, this one isn't just the plain cart. It's an actual postcard to sign up and get the newsletter. Old school. Let's see. So this talks about the history of Neo Geo in the booklet. Mentions the distinction between the arcade-based MVS and the home-based AES. Even though they were basically the same thing with a different form factor, and the MVS could have multiple cartridges. Which, if you've ever had a chance to see in Neo Geo in the wild, back in the day, that was one of its selling points. I will say that having a machine that could play multiple arcade games made me feel like, did they actually put any effort in these? Are these proper arcade games? How would you have multiple arcade games in the same physical chassis if, in fact, this was as quality as, you know, your typical arcade cab? But it didn't take long. I mean, initially they were like, okay, you know, these are some better than a home console version, but some of them were kind of like console games. But after, you know, the initial teething period, they were putting some quality stuff in there. There was no question that the Neo Geo was a proper arcade machine. So we get Metal Slug from 1996, King of Fighters 2000 from the year 2000, a fighting game that is very much on the spectrum of Street Fighter 2 type stuff with all these goofy moves you can do and need to master in order to really be able to play this game. And they have pages and pages of every character and their special moves for your convenience, which is pretty cool if you're into this kind of thing, which I am not. Shock Troopers from 97, so that's a run and gun. Magician Lord 1990, this is one of the launch titles if I remember correctly. And it's okay. You know, it's a kind of action game. And Sengoku 1991, this was the first one I played that I really was like, ooh, I really like this. Which is a funky kind of side-scrolling action thing with like post-apocalyptic meets mythological Japan weirdness stuff going on. And then Ironclad, which is a side-scrolling shooter. This is a game that is very hard to get a hold of. Anyway, so, you know, it's a small collection of games, but the Neo Geo games are pretty hefty games, so I don't feel hard done by having 6 of them. Of these, Sengoku and Metal Slug I already have from Arcade Archives on my PlayStation 5. I am not afraid to buy things multiple times. What can I say? So, anyway, have some more Evercade fun. Hey, so again, I'm trying to cut down on the glare in this room because it's daytime and I got bay windows. So forgive me if I'm a little hard to see. Hopefully I'm not hard to hear. But here we go. We got the 6 games. And I'm just going to dive right in. And we're going to filter. So, I would go by year of release, but let's just go straight alpha. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. It looks like we have a R-type situation here. Fire, hold to charge, and attach, detach. But we also have a hyper bomb. Ooh. Oh, look at that. See the old Neo Geo boot. Okay. Pay close attention if you wish to survive. Yep, I can maneuver in 8 directions. Whatever. Okay. So we have different ship types. This one's the fastest, least power. Okay, I'll just stick with the default. We got branching. Keep it fresh. Choose different starting screens and all that. Or levels. Looks like some kind of a steampunk kind of thingy. Cool. So it looks like we have ground effect weapons and parry. Pace is pretty gentle. You know, hold the B button to get him to your option to come back to you. Okay, this guy's talking to me. Finishing touches. Oh, hey, that wasn't cool. So I can blow his option that, now for all the boasting, he wasn't that tough to kill. I mean, he did get hit, but... And you have a life bar. Oh, wait! Oh, he was just messing about. Let's see, the devil. May you await me, huh? Ooh, I got energy. I need that. Well, it's visually, you know, impressive. Okay, gonna kill a train. Oh. I'm trying to try a bomb out. Yeah. Oh, did my option get fine? No, it's fine. I mean, this is not bad. I don't have a good feel for what's going on necessarily, though. It's, you know, like something like R-Type, for example, which the, you know, controls superficially resemble, you know, with the option, except that you gotta like press and hold the button to get it to redock with you, and it's also your super attack. So if it's not docked with you, you can't do the charge attack. But I don't have a good sense of how tough the enemies are, really. I mean, and I find that the thing detaching happens like real easy. Not always when I want to. Crab. Okay. You take quite a lot of punishment. I like the fact the enemy has a life bar, so you can see. Yeah, I'm not really. So you can. It's grayed out. So. Now I can curl him again. Oh, that was bad. I finally got destroyed. I know that. Cool. Roulette, my favorite. Oh. Oh, you got a team like. Well, that makes it interesting. I see now a weird zombie guy I don't like. Yay. Okay. Very well animated. I mean, it looks really slick. King of Fighters started out earlier. I think, you know, Blaze wanted to really impress people. by having some really favorite entries in the series rather than, you know, strictly doing it. I mean, if you did this thing, you know, this release in chronological, it would have been like Knob 75, and, you know, there was some decent, I'm not going to say they were bad, you know, the games were bad, but you might not have had as much excitement if you saved Metal Slug for like Neo Geo Collection 5 or something. So instead of having multiple falls for one player, you just go through a team. That's kind of different. That's neat. Keeps it distinct. Now I'm not having a lot of luck with her. Oh, jeez, this guy's like... Da 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 da! Ooh, looks like our trio won. Time's up. Yeah. Alright. Weird ninja guy. Oof, that was rough. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me there. No amazing come from behind. Yeah, I know. She was on my side before, man. Not cool. Following is a story of fantasy. I don't care about the story, let's just go. Ooh, there's some weird looking guy. Oh, your movement animation is really stuttery and... Oh, get over here. These little baby Cthulhu creatures. Oh yes, that's right. It has this weird changing bodies stuff going on. And into the door. You always go in the door, right? Oh, I'm a ninja. Oh. Oh man, I lost my double shot. Whoa. Oh, I got hurts and I'm back to being boring old magician. Alright, a boss, finally. Ow. So he's probably gonna defeat me. I hate the pattern on this. Got a shield, makes him tough. Yeah. It's not even a straight up fight. I'm like shooting him in the leg when he lands. Huh? Feast your trial by God. What, that wasn't the real boss? Now I gotta do this? Oh, for Pete's sake. What? It doesn't look nice. Ow. Please tell me I don't have to go through all that again. Good. Because I can't even tell if I'm... Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything to that. For crying out loud. How am I supposed to avoid... Oh, that's... Really? Yeah, that'll explain why I never put a lot of coin into this. Now, Metal Slug, I mean, this is like classique, so I got it. This game I remember, my laundromat had a Neo Geo in it with Metal Slug, and I really, pumped the quarters in. And this was like, it's not the first game to feature continues, obviously, coming out in 1996, but it is a game that was very clearly designed that, the measure of your success is how few credits can I finish this in. Like, if I could play it through on less than a 250, which is 10 quarters, great. But, unless you're like a savant at run and gun games, I mean, some of it is just like you really can't avoid getting hit by whatever boss. And and this game series was just like so different just because it had all this fantastic animation in it and these little tiny details, the enemy characters doing things when you come upon them, and a lot of background stuff that's interesting, different power-ups, and later on having different characters to choose from to play through. And that particular, little baby tank, the cutesy, kawaii kind of tank thing. So normally I would play this through and be like putting 10 credits in and seeing, can I get to the end? But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to put it in 1 to see how I do. This is your default weapon is a little handgun, but there, you hit these boxes and you get unlocks like the heavy machine gun, which gives you a continuous arc of fire, so you can hit guys up there. You want to then get these guys, you're rescuing these fellas, who give you bonus items, some of which are not the same. I mean, some of them are the guys who will join you. And you get like some, occasional like kind of a mini boss, but the meat and potatoes of this game is the big boss fights. I'm just getting my motors out. But see, there's like background stuff like that, like these exploding barrels where I can drop things on people. It's kind of fun. You gotta watch you don't drop it on yourself, too. Alright, now I'm gonna go in the Metal Slug. It has 2 different attacks, so instead of grenade, the grenade button instead fires these shells. And you do have a limited number, so you can see up at the top next to my life bar that there's 10 cannon rounds. But of course I have unlimited machine guns. And your thing will take damage, and you find these little petrol tanks to heal any damage that your Metal Slug may have taken. And you want the pressing the wrong button there, I don't want to jump. Alright, we got our first boss. And you can also duck and throw your grenades that you have normally, which is a good strategy for... There we go. And you see the row of little men at the bottom there. Those are the guys I saved. Like, if you're familiar with Raiden, you know, you only get credit for these guys if you don't, for the guys that you save before you get there, and you get bonus points for having the metal slug not being destroyed. But if I had died, the guys who I saved wouldn't have counted. I wouldn't have got a bonus for them. Which I find a bit cheap. It's like, come on. Well, he's going to just run away if I don't get up there. But I wanted to show that you can, sometimes you can destroy these background things. I'll run up to those guys and just stab them. Of course, they will stab you back, so you got to be careful. These guys will come up and knife you as well. A little dolly, 50,000 points. You got to get through here. If you position yourself right, you can take out 2 with 1 hit of these paratrooping guys. They're little freaking... Oh, I didn't do that right. Damn it. And it just pushed all the boundaries in terms of animation and design. Just a classic by any measure of the 90s. And I prefer it, you know, I'm like a real golden age kind of gamer from the 80s, because that's what, you know, the arcade games of the 80s was what I grew up on. But Metal Slug is just like, wow, like if they can do this, what's the excuse for not doing this? I guess would be the question. Oh, and Metal Slug got destroyed. But I got off enough grenades so that last shot didn't kill me. Woohoo! Alright, here we go. Here's this cheap bastard now. He's basically got the moral equivalent of a submachine gun. If I can keep him from coming down here, if you get him down here, he will like slaughter the shit out of you. Yeah, I almost had him. He was turning red. And you hit the 2 buttons to make your continue countdown faster. Now the nice thing about Metal Slug is because it knows that it's being kind of a jerk and asking you to spend a lot of money to get to the end, it will, you know, unlike some games, like a lot of shooters, for example, will not record the cumulative score if you use continues, right? They will instead, they will basically go, what was the best score on the coin that you just used before you died, on the last credit? Whereas Metal Slug will actually just go, you know what, your score is this, and you spent 10 credits to get this, and that's your score. So your high score will be reflective of whatever, it just keeps counting up. It doesn't like reset to 0 just because you continued. So I think that's more reasonable. If you're going to like be milking me for money, at least, you know, count the score that I accumulated to that point. 2 samurai, one of them, you know, gets reincarnated as like a cowboy or whatever. Like, sure. 3 buttons. Yeah. It does some parallax scrolling. We're just doing some good old-fashioned punching and kicking to start. And now I got 2 swords. Look at me go. And I went to heaven. Oh, we're resurrecting some old warriors who also need to be gigantic. Now, oh, and my sword changed for some reason. Now, if you go and get a prompt telling you can change, then you can change into different things. Now, I haven't had the prompt yet. I think I have to get so many of these. It's not really clear to me. Like, there's no real indication of what, you know, it's just basically grab every orb that you see and okay, what do you appreciate? I'll give you a hand. What did you do? I don't know. Oh, now I got ranged attacks. Woo! And I'm going back to Earth. Everything looks kind of nice. Ooh, wild soda, huh? Ball. Alright, now this is the real guy who's going to mess you up. Oh, now I can turn into a dog. There you go. That worked out real good. So, top tip. The dog, not so great on that part, as I recall. I mean, as I have illustrated. I'm sure I played this one. It obviously didn't leave a super great impression. You know, a lot of, you know, a number of these games are basically like, you know, you have a new console, you want a game that's like this. Because although other major publishers did end up releasing games for the Neo Geo initially, you know, SNK was doing most of them. So it'd be like, basically like, Contra is popular, let's do a Contra game, you know, that kind of thing. But once you started having other developers publishing games on it, it was like, okay, this is cool. It is as a Rise Thesaurus, you know, being one of them. Yeah, fire shots. Yeah, so we got a little Metal Slug action going. So, I'm gonna just lonely wolf it then. Play one guy instead of toggling through a team. The mountain route, the jungle route, or the valley route? Let's do the mountain route. Oh no, I got shot already. Yeah. We're doing some interesting parallax stuff. Oh, I killed a bunch of pigs apparently. Ooh, onigiri. I need that. Oh, I missed a weapon. It's like the Vulcan or something. I mean, this one's pretty good though. Whoa! No! Come back with my bananas, monkey. Fixing to die here. Whoa. There we go. Dead. I mean, that wasn't bad. It's you know, keeps you on your toes. It's got special effects that are really not necessary, but cool. Alright, so that was Neo Geo Arcade 1. I think it's a very worthy compilation. You know, they've got a good variety of things representing the earliest to the more recent games, some favorites, and some, you know, kind of just filler, you could say, but still worth a bash. It's you know, you're going to get your money's worth out of that one, I think. So now let's do the old Roguecraft DX. Super. Alright, let's do it. Strong Fighter. Alright, let's start it. Chicken. You quartered. Chick on. Well, I don't. The D-pad is kind of weird. I mean, it's not, it's got this isometric thing happening where it's like I want to hold it on its side, basically. Why is it doing that? Okay, so that takes some getting used to. So it almost is like Qbert, except that instead of actually pressing the diagonal, they just kind of let you press the button adjacent to the diagonal. Wow. Yeah, this ain't easy. Because you just attack things by running into them. Which I think is like the original Rogue game, which was an old, like a Unix text game almost, like using curses. Regenerating health. Look at me go. Oh, a key. What? Did I? Oh, I get it. Okay, good. Ooh, what's that? Is that something good? Blue Thulu. He seems not good. More gold. I don't think I can go back up though. Whoa! Hey, that's not cool. Just be a treasure chest. There's no way to tell. Well, that was the Feel Strong potion. Alright, so here's the gate to get out. It's all so creepy. I mean, it's a dungeon. Oh, acid hurts. Damn chicken. Ooh. Yeah. I knew it was gonna happen. So there's our score. I got to level 4, 28 out of 34 chests, 0 out of 4 secrets. There were secrets. Oh my goodness. You press the button and you can just keep. Oh wait, I get to put my name in. Ooh boy, I like that. No, I wanted to. What was it like? Tell me how to do it so I can put it in correct. That really irritates me actually. Achievements, Potion Coiffer. See, look at that. That's not my frickin' initials. I mean, there have been plenty of rogue-like games. That one is very much like Rogue. I mean, it's got an isometric thing, which the movement controls take a little getting used to, but it is not an agility-based, you know, dexterity-based game, so not a barrier, I don't think. If you had a joystick and the controls were mapped to diagonals, I think it would probably feel a little better to navigate that kind of layout, but not bad. You know, your mileage may vary on the amount of fun you have with that kind of game. So if you've got an Evercade, go ahead and unlock the basic version and give it a go, and if it appeals to you, then, you know, this one might as well. And the Neo Geo, you know, that one's a no-brainer. I mean, if you like classic arcade games at all, arcade games from the 90s, just get it. There's some real gems in there, so get digging. And keep on gaming.